She just got finished with her live.
Yeah.
No, shoot,
Okay,
she had 45 minutes.
we are live now, so I see we got Growing with Hudson in the house,
What's
and
going on?
we're gonna try to wait on a few more people to come in. We're gonna do what we can, but we've
I
got
hope the
some
time.
guests here tonight. That
I hope everybody
what
had.
were you saying, Jen?
I hope everybody remember to change their clock so they can come on tonight.
If they made
That
stay this far, I hope so. So you got on this. We're gonna talk about whatever we want because I'm old like that.
whatever you want. That's right. That's what this channel here is all about. This time slot, because
Good.
like I said, I'm old like that, so I can talk about anything I want to talk about. They just have to, they just have to forgive me because I'm old.
Hey.
Hey, Tayanka.
Hey, my daughter. So maybe we'll get a few more people in here just a little bit. I see Jihad is already in the house.
Yeah, she was the first one.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
What's
hey,
up,
Mike?
Mike?
How you doing, Mike? Mike Chaotic is in the house.
I guess some of them did change the time on their clock.
Yeah, well, my time a little messed up anyway. I think he's either an hour behind us, an hour ahead of us, or something.
I don't know. I see Mike's at all different times.
Hey, Ernie. How you doing?
3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, I see Mike.
Yeah, I think Mike is up there where they got a time difference anyway. He's in Central Standard Time. Okay. Yeah. Okay. He's up there with that Illinois time, I think. Hey, Kaysen.
Hey, Kaysen.
Well, thank you all for joining in with the OG's Open Chat.
Ernie Cabins, how you doing?
And we are looking for a couple of more guests that are supposed to honor us with their presence. But let me tell you guys what happened to me, and then I'm going to let you all have this thing. But I had one of my supposedly subscribers, at least he said he was subscribed to my channel, and that he was watching one of my videos, and that my row in my garden was crooked.
Wow.
Hey, Kicker B, I'm biased. How y'all doing? But one of the rows in my garden was crooked. So I just looked at him, because it's sort of like what Miss Linda was talking about. Yeah, Ernest broke his clock a few years ago. Not sure what time it is, but like Miss Linda was talking about, nobody want to really see you happy anymore. I don't understand this. And I asked him. I said, "Well, show me a picture of your garden."
Right.
Ain't happen. It ain't happen.
It didn't happen.
Yeah, he said, "Well, I don't do no gardening. I buy my stuff from the grocery store."
Some people are perfectionists in their own way.
Hey, Happy Mac. And I said to myself, here these people want to throw shade over a little simple stuff like a garden. I mean, he didn't even have any seeds or anything. So, but it was that young dude like to come back to me when he said that, because I nearly went off. But being as seasoned as I am, I was able to maintain my composure.
That's wisdom.
Now, Mr. Damon, you name somebody that has a straight row every time. Ain't nobody.
I don't even worry about.
That's it.
Yeah, don't even worry about it, Jed, because I put my stuff out there to feed myself, to grow. You know,
That's it.
I don't
That's
worry
it.
about putting no. I seen a lot of people put strings down and tie 'em and go by that string and come out down here so this be straight and that be straight. If I did that, I spend double time. Yeah, I spend double time in the garden if I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the plants don't grow because they in a straight line. That don't make no sense.
Right. I can see you doing it where you got people coming in to observe your garden every day, every other day. I can understand you making everything just perfect. I understand that. But trying to survive, feeding yourself and your family, bump that. I just sling it all out there and let it grow.
Yeah, it's all about
you got room to grow something.
it's all about dropping seed and tending the garden and make sure you got a good harvest. Fight the bugs.
I'm in the show now. I've been waiting in the basement so long. Y'all done popped me in, and I didn't know I was there.
Yeah, I said when I saw T-Nod said good evening, everyone. I said, well, T-Nod speaking. I said she's supposed to be my mystery guest tonight. And I said, well, maybe I just don't have this thing pulled up high enough. Then all of a sudden I saw you sitting there. I said, I was looking for you a lot earlier, Miss Shirley. But it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just raving on Miss Shirley about some stuff that happened to me this week about one of my so-called subscribers complaining about my rows in my garden being crooked. Now, ain't that something? Didn't have nothing else to complain about.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't plant my garden for decoration anyway. I plant it to provide. Miss Linda said, "Where's the link, JG?"
I'm going back in here now. I know
I sent it also to the other one that she was telling me about it.
Right.
Some people
No,
perfectionists like it.
No, it wasn't you, CC. Hey, CC, how you doing? But we just carrying on and talking about whatever we want to talk about. That's what OGs do.
What is your weather like there? Today we had 56 degrees. He says supposed to be 6 degrees warmer tomorrow. But then we just got off of having 32 degrees during the day and 27 at night. So we're doing a yo-yo thing right about now.
Same here.
It's about the same here. Okay. It really is.
It's fluctuating.
Yeah, because it rained one day like cats and dogs. And then later on that night, the temperature dropped. And when I looked out the window the next day, it had snowed overnight. And I'm like, what? And then by, the afternoon, the sun came out and melted all of that. And I was like, it was still like 32 degrees. So I was like, who gonna plant outside here? It's your best bet is to sit and plan and do your indoor gardening because there's nothing happening outside for another maybe a month or two, possibly.
Hey, she is Sunshine. Glad to see you.
Hey.
Happy man.
Yeah, she is Sunshine and Miss Tiff and myself. We sat at the same table at the Soul Fest one year.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah.
Looking forward to next month.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Y'all know I can't go.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you were there, Miss Shirley. Wish you was there.
I'm so upset. I was like, what am I gonna do for this first weekend in April? I was like, I'm normally gone from here, and I was like, oh, I can't go. I was like,
But it's all good.
What was cut out too?
They'll keep you posted with the lives. It's like it'll be like you were there.
I know. Yeah. like being there and being there. It's two different things, Tiff. Come on.
That's true.
I miss the kisses and the hugs. I do. I just miss the camaraderie. Right. And this year is supposed to be warmer compared to last year because we froze last year.
No, I'm on the live right now.
Yeah, it was a little cool last year. It really was.
Yes.
But what I'll do, Miss Shirley, is I'll borrow a fan.
Cool. It was cold.
Fan, and I'll video it. Me popping that fan for you when I'm doing what them boots at. What them fans at.
I'll be right there. Wait a minute. This is the one my sister bought me. I had bought a red one. Well, Presbyterian had bought me a red one when I was down there last time. But my sister, wait a minute, let me get my fingers in there right because I know how to do it. Come on, what's wrong with it? Oh, I think I might have broke this one. I played it. Yeah. I broke this one. I dropped it. I was somewhere and it broke. Ain't
hey,
right
Mona.
Sense.
Sifting some salt and more with Mona.
Oh, yep. I broke it. I got to get another one.
I am sending it.
Miss Tiff, you going to the crawfish kickback or you just going to the soil fest?
No, I'm just doing the soil fest. I'll have to hang with you probably the following year.
Okay, you bringing your twin with you?
Yeah, I'm bringing my sister Courtenay. She'll be there. We have that's our sister time, our sister trip. So we enjoy it.
Well,
I know. Great. Yeah, last year, Grover Hudson sat next to me on one side, and her husband was the other side, and then it was broke, and then it was other side. Me was Presbyterian, and two other ladies that I'm not familiar with, but they have channels, and they were new. So I was like, okay.
Jed, she said she's sending you a different email.
All right, I'm in here playing with it now.
Odom, you going?
No, this year.
I want to. I didn't want to miss that trip going to the citrus farm, looking at citrus trees and stuff. I was like,
yeah. I'm registering or signing up to get that tour. I missed it last time.
Yeah,
so I want to see the tour.
I went, seen all them beautiful citrus.
I know. Yeah. Jigs, did you get the trailer all cleaned out so you can load up your stuff for the?
Nah, it got dark on me. I still got a little bit more to go.
Okay, but you'll be ready though, right?
Oh, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready.
All right. I need some more honey and got to talk to you about a loquat. You bringing any loquats?
I don't have any loquats.
What? Stop.
No loquats.
Oh, then so that must mean you bringing blueberry bushes, right?
That's it. Number blueberries.
Okay.
Well, you guys can have those trees. Cause Fran drove me nuts with them last year. I'm just a regular straight garden man. I got the trees that I deal with is the fig tree because it's.
Somebody say loquats.
What Fran back down hollering child. I just deal with the fig tree and that apple tree and plum tree that I got that I concentrate on. I throw a little something around. Now Fran got I guess maybe 40. How many trees you got? She got about 40 trees around here. And she don't even know how many she got herself.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. She gonna make sure she got plenty of food.
Well, you know, they used to say fruit was good for you, but now they're saying that certain fruit have their own type of acidity and sweets in it.
The glucose, yeah.
Yeah, and the sweets in it.
But see, that's where you need to know your body. All right. If you're a diabetic, you know what sweetness and stuff you need to stay away from. So once you know what your body can and cannot assimilate, then yeah, it can be. And then too, it's most people when they have problems with
Check the basement, Mr.
sugar
Bennett.
stuff, it's an overload. They overdo it. They don't know how to do it in moderation.
There she is right
Yes,
there.
There she go. Hey.
Hey, Miss Linda, how you doing?
Linda.
Hey, everybody. How are you all? Can you all hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
we
hear you
can.
good. We hear
Good.
you good.
Jay,
Thank
I'm
you.
so glad you found it, Jay.
No, hey, I sent it. I kept sending it and kept sending it, and then it says error. Then I kept sending it, and it finally went through. That's why I just said check the basement.
Yeah. Well, listen, Bambit, thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much for asking me to be here. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, I'm glad that you accepted and you came up because you are my mystery guest tonight, and I wanted you to
I'm
definitely
mystery. I'm
be
a
here.
mystery.
And you know, on this particular live, it's all about the OGs. We just say and talk about what we want to. We're not responsible for nothing we say or do.
Uh-oh.
You know.
Yeah, well, tell me this here. The young lady who calls herself Garden Hoe. Is she in here?
I saw her on your chat.
Because I want her to know I have blocked her. I'm not doing that. I don't know if she want attention, but she will not get it on my channel never again.
I seen it before, but I never respond to it.
I think that's awful. But
Well,
anyway.
I saw it when it was in your chat.
Yeah.
And I was wondering myself, you know, where this name came from.
Miss Linda made me almost choke on a chicken bone.
She just popped up. She hadn't been around.
No,
I never heard
seen her before.
She's been here about a week.
Well, you will never see her over there again. I've blocked her.
Okay.
Unless she come with a new name.
So gotta have a new name.
So now she knows.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not her mama, but somebody need to tell her that is not cool.
Hey, Doc. Cece want to know how that Odom become an OG. We're definitely not trying to make Odom older than what he is. We're just going by his knowledge and experience.
Cece, I think he's older than you are.
Yeah. I'm 50, CC.
Well,
you know,
Mr. Bambit, I don't know some of the people here, like Tiffany. I don't know you, Tiffany. Hey, baby, how are you?
Hey. Good.
Tell me about you. I don't know about you. I never met you.
I'm pretty much a gardener, backyard gardener. I have a community garden. I teach gardening to children. The next generation, got to get them going. And just like what you had shared on your channel, my grandma, was gardened, and we would go over every Sunday and we would eat from the garden. Okay. And so that's just part of me and in my DNA, I guess, all of us. But I don't know. It's something I enjoy doing, and not so much for the YouTube. I've been doing, gardening for years. I even did the Master Gardener course, just, mainly for the pest controls type of thing. But, just I love the network of the community of gardeners. Okay. And a lot of my friends at work, I bring my produce, my vegetables, my harvest into work, and I would just give the abundance away instead of valuing it and, putting $1 on it. And then eventually one of the young people said, hey, get a Cash App and start charging everybody. You're getting bitten by mosquitoes and all of this.
God bless that child.
I know. So I would bring it to work, and even if it was like the most, on average was $200, and I would have everything in the trunk of my car. And sometimes I'd bring it in, some people you got to watch because, they complain. But I don't know. It's just natural I mean, it's, you know, when they say organic, it's more than just that word. It takes my whole body, you know, my, like you were saying, you know, your spirit, your mind, your everything, just to touch the soil, be out there. And it's just amazing that you can plant a seed and watch it grow. God does it, you know, the rest, but, you know, it's just amazing to me.
Yeah.
But my channel is pretty much about everything that I incorporate, from gardening to food preservation, as far as dehydrating. I haven't done a lot in a while because I've been just dealing with life.
I've never seen you before.
Oh, that's okay.
Miss Tiff was one of my inspirations, Miss Linda.
Really?
She's been around.
I have never seen you. I'm sorry, but it is wonderful meeting you. Wonderful meeting you.
Yes, you too.
Of course, I know Shirley. I know Shirley just a little bit. Wonderful being here with you too, OG.
Thank you.
Yeah, but it's nice meeting you. I've never seen you before, but I won't forget you.
I'm glad we are meeting.
Yeah, I won't forget you. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That
But I
is
think the community is just amazing. Like, you know, even the comments when you read it from other people and everything, there's so much to learn. I'm not perfect, you know, like your comment, Mr. Bennett, with the person.
Who is, baby? Who is perfect?
No, I know, but he had gotten he started the live stating that he got a subscriber that
said that
wondered why his
lines
weren't straight. Yeah,
baby, you know, that's you're gonna have that, you know.
Yeah.
Keep on pushing. Arthur know what to do.
yeah, that's right. It's just back with shades, you know. So
yeah,
I really don't pay any attention to it, because back in my younger days, now I might have got a little, you know, a little bit loud with it, but I just looked at it and laughed. Yeah, just, you know, I think a lot of times before I get upset is I think back to Black Tropical Sherry, and where she said, "Don't let nobody steal your joy."
Steal your joy.
You know, because that's a true saying. I went to Lowe's, and the lady at the register, you could see that she was getting a little irritated with one of the customers standing there in line, because he was getting a hard time. That's why I stepped up there and let him know that I was next. And so when he walked away, I told her, I said, "Look, don't let nobody steal your joy." I said, because if they do, he owns you.
That's it.
I said, just don't let it happen. And you know, right today, every time I go there, she thanks me. Right today.
Well, you know, the thing about it for me is that and that's a cool saying, you know, don't let nobody steal your joy. You know, I get it. But the whole thing for me is that I will not allow anyone to control me.
Right.
See, that is controlling me. If I'm having a great day and I'm going in the store, maybe I'm singing, and here comes someone, you know, acting a dodo, then I'm gonna act a dodo with them. I don't think so, baby.
No.
Right.
You go keep
unless necessary
all to yourself. You know, so I just don't let people control me like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, somewhere now.
You know, and then another thing, Ms. Linda, I went and had one of my trucks serviced, and the guy, we got to talking, the conversation started somehow, and we was talking about YouTube and Instagram and stuff like this. So I told the guy, I said, well, I got a YouTube channel, so I pulled one of my cars out, gonna give it to him, and I said, but we don't do no twerking and cursing on my channel. You know what he did? He took that car and handed it to his buddy next to him.
he wanted some foolishness.
Yeah, so I told him, I said, well, that's the best thing you've done all day was give it to him. I said, because not on my channel. I said, we just don't do that twerking and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I said, and definitely if you want loudness and profanity, then you have to go on to something else.
Yeah. You know, I let people know that, you know, there's a place for them. You know, it's just not here, you know.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
They want a
But
different
with so much of that stuff in everyday life anyway, why would you want to look at it on YouTube?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I met a gentleman Friday when I was at physical therapy. I was talking to the policeman that was on the floor, and we were just talking casually.
Hey, Nikki.
And we was talking about gardening. And a young man got off the elevator and
grandma.
his ears perked up. He was like, gardening? And he handed me his card. And he's a professional landscaper.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, you the kind of guy I need to talk to. And he was like, well, you want some work done? I was like, no, I want your leftover work. And he looked at me and said, what do you mean? I was like, whatever supplies you got left over, like if you got a job that you got leftover chicken wire or boards and stuff that you want to get rid of, and you just don't want to throw it in a burn pile or whatever, I'll take it for my lot. I said, I got a YouTube channel. I gave him the information. We exchanged info. And he sent me a text. He said, I got some chicken wire for you. And I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Good. That was good.
Know? So I was like, I told him I had problems with critters, you know, my deer and groundhogs and raccoons and what have you. And I was like, I could use a little help on that. And I was like, maybe if you got a small job, you know, I can come check it out and let you know a little bit about something too. He said, yeah. He said, I'm not into flowers. I was like, oh, that's my specialty.
Hey, Nikki, Sylvia. Yeah, I know I'm biased. Ain't nothing wrong with a little twerking, but it's in the place, the right place, the right time. You know. But I think what he was looking for was like ODAWZ said. He was looking for some drama, and that's not what I'm all about.
Yeah.
Hey, Sifton was so how you doing?
It's not what I'm all about. And what really thrills me is when I do run up on some people, young or old, it makes no difference, that, like you say, ears perk up or they get excited when you mention gardening. Because I have run into some older people that have never put a seed in the ground, didn't even know how to put a seed in the ground. And once you start talking to them and relating to them, and they walk away with a big smile on their face. And
now, I'm seriously, I have never met an older person, a senior citizen from New Orleans that have never gardened. Never. If they're from New Orleans, oh yeah.
When you come to South Carolina, you have
no. I didn't say that. I said in New Orleans.
Yeah, I know. I heard you.
It's because you know, with me growing up, that's how we ate. And many families, that's how they ate. And my grandmother fed a lot of families. That's you know, but and of course here in New Orleans, we grow all year long. So there was always food in the garden. Always.
Yeah. That's to you guys' advantage, you know, where you have a season where you can grow year round.
Right.
That's what it is.
Where I'm at, you know, 6 months, and that's stretching it. 7 months is stretching it. If you get that much, then that's all you're gonna get. Yeah. So normally, if the weather is good by what they say Good Friday, and you can plant, then you can get maybe 2 crops in. Hey, David, you can get maybe 2 crops in. But this year, the way the weather has been, I don't know what kind of crop I'm going to get in or how many I'm going to be able to get in because it's up and down.
Well, I just put up a short. I was eating green peas. I ate green peas. Those green peas that I'm eating in that video, they were out there in that 10 inches of snow we had.
Hey.
Yes, ma'am. And I want y'all to know that those were Dollar Tree seeds. And they were out there in the snow, and I've been eating on them every day.
Well, that's what Fran was telling me. You know, I saw Nikki. She had put out some peas, and you had planted peas. And Fran was telling me, said that T-Nog and Nikki, they got peas out, so maybe we ought to try some peas. I said, well, that's an idea. It's an idea. It's something that I might do. I don't know because I'm just a little bit fed up with my peas and my beans because I got something that just eats the top off them, every one of them, every time I try growing them.
Do you know what it is that's eating?
I know what it is,
well,
and I tried to get Mike to come down here and get them.
Oh, the squirrel.
Yeah,
squirrel.
Yes, I bought.
You need that squirrel whisperer.
I bought a trap, and I bought something else that I'm gonna trap them with eventually.
Hey, Miss T.
If that don't work, but every year it happens. They won't mess with my crowder peas. They won't mess with my corn or my okra. But if I put any other kind of beans or peas out there, then they just eat the top off of it before it ever sprouts.
I ain't been having no good luck on peas.
I did have a problem with squirrels at one time, but we had a hurricane and I had 2 30-foot trees in my yard, but the hurricane took the trees down. So when the hurricane took the trees down, it took the squirrels' home away.
Yeah.
And thank God they are gone, but yeah, I used to chase squirrels off with my shoe, man. And then I got a little tapper, just a little.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to start tap dancing myself.
Yeah, you got to tap them.
We got plenty of trees. We got plenty of trees around, but the thing that really hurts is when they just take your fruit, like your pears. I used to have some beautiful pears.
They take a bite out of it and then
drop it. That's right.
I know.
They keep tasting until they get a sweet one.
Yeah, just drop them down and that's it.
Yeah.
And clean the whole tree. What I'm saying, the whole tree.
Listen, I've had a squirrel to take one of my biggest tomato. Ooh. And I was looking for my tomato and I looked up in my tree and there he is. Sitting in the tree, eating. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. He met his maker that day. You heard me? Oh, yeah, because I sent them wherever they go. Wherever they go, he went.
Yes, they are disrespectful.
He ate the tomato and he became fertile.
Yeah, he wanted a medicine, Miss Linda.
Oh, I was on fire, bro. I was on fire. My big old healthy tomato.
Miss Linda, what animals do you have problems with, if any?
Well, for maybe 2 years ago, the only problem I had was possums. But I don't have them anymore because I took care of the families. I don't play with these. I'm not playing. If anything threaten my food, they gotta go. They gotta go.
Fertilizer they become.
That's what I'm talking about.
Go ahead, Oda. What were you saying?
Dog child. My dogs get most of them squirrels, rabbits, possums, raccoons. If I don't get them, they get them before I do.
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
But see,
now, I know that Precious having a problem with voles or moles. I've been reading on what she could do. Now, there's polls where you can get for these. But I think one of the, and I want to tell her this, I hope she's listening, but I'm going to call her, that she need a cat. She need an outside cat. Don't baby this cat. Don't be giving this cat food and all that. No. But she need a cat. That will take care of it.
That will take care of it.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll snatch it right out the ground. I've seen it done.
Quickly, baby.
Yeah.
I didn't have any problems with mice or anything. My chickens were out there doing their thing, and my neighbor's cat would just walk my yard. I would not chase them. I would not chase that cat off.
Right. Yeah. So anybody have problem with little animals, get you a cat. And don't be feeding him the good food that you go buy at the store. No, let him get his own food.
Well, I had about 3 cats, and I didn't worry about squirrels either. And then all of a sudden, my cats started disappearing. I don't know whether somebody poisoned them or what, but they disappeared. And believe me, people, believe me now, when I had those 3, I didn't have the squirrel problem. I didn't have any type of problem with small rodents.
Yeah.
But a lot of times you got problems with the 2-legged rodents with putting out poison and killing this and killing that.
Yeah.
We have a park at the end of my street. My street does not go all the way through. Once you get to the stop sign, you either got to make a right or a left turn because there's the fence where there's a park. And they used to let hunters come in the fall and thin out the herds of deer. And then this last ordinance, they didn't pass. And so the deer population started getting out of hand. And you can come out your front door at any time of day and night and find deer grazing in your yard. They have eaten down my hostas. They have gone through my garden and ate my okra and tomatoes and cucumbers and all kinds of good stuff. Matter of fact, Miss Linda, the first time you sent me some Tigger melon seeds, I had them and they were growing up the vine on the side of a trellis I had. And I was getting ready to go out there to get that Tigger melon the next day. And I went out there was the biggest chunk taken out of that Tigger melon. And I was like, well, it was so mature. I said, let me get the seeds. And I came back and I got the seeds. But when I came back, all the seeds was on the ground because they came back and got the other half of that melon. And
tell me this here, Shirley, what are you going to do for this spring? Are you going to just grow on your balcony?
No, like I said, I met the gentleman and I have had neighbors and friends. They've been giving me chicken wire. And my nephew's been out there helping me build cages so that I can plant and don't have to worry about them coming in and tearing up everything. I've really gotten vigilant in regards to getting this chicken wire together so that I can keep these critters out because, like I said, I don't only have deer. I have groundhogs, I have raccoon, I have possums. The only thing I don't have is chipmunks and rabbits and a few other little critters because we have hawks and buzzards and stuff that actually live in the trees up in the park. So they take care of all the little ground critters and stuff. And now the population of the squirrels have been cut back too. But my big problem was the deer because like they said, a 6-foot fence is not even tall enough for it. I've actually seen them go up to the fence and jump right over it.
That's right.
So
growing out the box got some kind of electric.
Yeah, I was like that. Yeah. So I'm looking into that too, the electric fences and what have you.
Yeah, because if you don't, baby, you just gonna be growing for the deer.
Yeah,
the best thing to do is just to grow on your balcony.
Yeah, and that's what I do. I grow a lot of stuff here on the balcony because they can't come up here and get it. So
exactly. Yeah.
Well, they ate up my fruit for us, so hey. But I see some stuff growing back there, but they tore it up.
Yeah. Well, Arthur, you were talking about these 2-legged ones.
Yeah.
Let me just say this, okay? I love to share. God knows I do, right? So I have this lady down the street from me, got a whole bunch of children, and listen, I get it. I get it. So I'm showing her all of my plantains. I had about 6 racks growing at one time. And one thing about, I'm more than sure every gardener, if you got 5 apples on your tree, you know where every apple is on your tree. Am I right about that?
Right.
I know where every fruit on my tree. I went out there and one of my whole racks of plantains were gone.
Oh.
That lady stole a rack of plantains.
Wow.
Black. I mean, that
Just
consisted
ask.
of over 30 plantains.
Wow.
It's easier to steal than to ask.
That's crazy. I don't know what this world's
Yeah.
coming to.
I had a problem with the lady up the street. She would come down and she would look around and she was stealing my flowers. She killed a couple of them because she didn't know how to dig them up right. And I go out there and they be sitting half on the floor. And the neighbor next door was sitting on her porch and she didn't see her. And she went down and she asked her, "What are you doing?" And she did like that. And she called me and I ran downstairs and she took off up the street, started going around the corner. And I knew where she came out at. And I met her in her front yard. And I was like, you know what? That wasn't even necessary. I said, all you had to do was knock on my door. I would have been more than happy to share with you what I have in my yard because all the plants is in the front yards is perennials. So it's not like I'm going to lose out on anything. It's just going to give it more room to spread out and get fluffy again. And you can have as many. I would have gave her a piece of everything in my yard only if she'd have knocked on my door and asked me for it. She hadn't been back down here anymore. She lives up the street. And I told her, if I catch you down there at my house again, I'm going to call the police and have you arrested. So
Hey.
So Odom, have you heard this song, Mr. Babbitt? Just a minute, okay?
Go ahead. I'm enjoying this.
This song says, "I love the Lord. He heard my cry." You ever heard that song? You ain't never heard it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I heard it.
That's, you see, those are the kind of things I be singing in my garden when people steal from me. I be praying and asking God to just hold me tight, because I don't want to, I don't want to let 20-year-old Linda loose out of this 68-year-old body. You know what I mean?
Okay, David. Okay, UNCC on it, ain't you?
And
I want to tell you, man, I didn't know you was like that. I mean, I've been listening to some of these intros and outros you making for and theme songs you made for some other YouTubers, and bro, you
didn't
awesome.
know.
I just, hey, wait a minute, I said I got to take my head off to you, bro. You all right? I was like, oh, listen to him.
Odoms.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
He do a lot of music now.
Oh, I've heard that.
That's why we don't get to see him on Thursday nights anymore, because he want to be another Barry Gordy. So.
They're producing.
Well, I ain't mad at him.
What you singing, bro?
Ma'am.
What are you singing out there?
Oh, I write a lot of music. I mean, I write gospel, I write country, I write hip hop. I like writing music. I always have. I did it when I was a kid. And I started back when I started getting hit with all these limited ads on YouTube. So I started writing my own music.
I've been writing music since I was 10. So I understand.
Miss Kim said she need a garden song, Odom.
Oh no! I said I like his garden song.
Oh! I thought you said you needed one. Okay.
I can use one. I'm not
I
ashamed.
got two crazy dogs. Let me let these dogs back out for a minute.
Okay.
So
that David Curry is a trip.
Yeah, him and CC both trying to beat me down right now.
About the watermelon?
Yeah, watermelons and Case, and she gonna talk about I'm feeding the deers and everything. That's all right.
Oh boy, that's okay though.
I guess that's her motto.
Yeah. I always say let the animals eat too, but it's just that they ate a bit too much. That's all.
Arthur Williams said Billy at Perma Pastors Farm sells a wonderful deer repellent sauce.
Yeah, I know about his repellent.
Well, I don't have hey, thank you for dropping in, Arthur. I don't have a deer problem. We got plenty of them around here, don't get me wrong, because we're surrounded by woods.
Yeah.
But we got plenty of them around here. It's not the deer that bothers my garden. They do more, hey, Homestead of Rachel, they do more to Fran raised beds because they're not inside the fence.
Yeah.
They'll come out and they'll eat up her greens and stuff like that. But like I said, the deers are not my problem. It's the little bitty creatures, the little squirrels.
The critters.
That's my problem. And I can go out there, Miss Linda, and sit there in my garden chair with my little paw and not see one of them. Not one.
They know what that is, though.
I can go back in the house and go out on the deck, and you can see them running back and forth, running back and forth.
Yeah.
And I bought a trap that a certain guy on this panel told me to get, and had this shipped to me from Amazon, and sit it out there, and they walk right on top of that trap, right on top of it. So
for little small stuff, I'll make a snare with picture wire, like squirrel or rabbit. If I can't get it, I'll set me a little snare, and most of the time I can get it with that little picture wire.
I hadn't thought about that, Odom. That's a great idea. I hadn't thought about that. Hey, Miss Calloway.
I do make a spray. I have a spray that I put around my garden, and it keeps the deer and the animals away. But if it rains, you know,
you have to reapply it.
Yeah, especially if it rains at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm not running out there to try to respray that stuff. And once the rain rinses it off, you know, by the time I wake up at 8 or 9 o'clock and go out there and check whatever got washed clean, got ate clean. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I do have a spray
What you laughing about?
You reading something in the chat, Miss Linda?
Yeah, she killing herself. What you laughing about?
My nephew texted me. That's all. He just
antifreeze works well.
Oh,
yeah. But
no, you can't use antifreeze out there. You might kill the wrong animals.
Oh,
antifreeze.
If you put antifreeze out there, dogs love antifreeze, and it will kill them.
No, I had no dogs roaming in the garden. I got everything else, but I ain't got no dogs.
Well, that's for those that have dogs. Don't put antifreeze out there in your yard.
They took that chemical out of that antifreeze, so it don't work like that no more.
So,
I don't know about that.
Mr. Bambi, could I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Miss Tiffany, tell me, what is something new you're going to be growing this spring season?
I actually, it's not new. I grew peanuts before.
Okay.
And so I want to grow them again.
Oh, great.
I just thought that was, I'm in Georgia, so might as well. But
wait. I mean, what Georgia got to do with peanuts?
No, nothing. But just grow.
The weather good.
T-Nog, for a minute, it sounded like you was from Tennessee. For a minute, sound like you. I mean, not Tennessee. Sound like you was from Texas for a minute.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay, baby. Go ahead.
No, so that. Yeah, every year I try to challenge myself and grow something different. So I'm definitely going to do peanuts again. I enjoyed that. I definitely want to do moringa, and that's pretty much the only new ones. Everything else will be the basic,
Have you grown a moringa tree?
I got some too, Fran.
I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, and I just want to do more herbs and moringa and the super foods they talk about and everything like that. But just to get more into dehydrating certain things and make some mixes and stuff, just to be creative that way.
Yeah, maybe make pepper flakes or something like that. Garlic powder, onion powder.
Yeah,
it's cool.
I've done pretty much most of like my peppers. I like peppers, but I'm not a spicy girl. You know what I mean? Like I don't like it too hot, but
I'm a spicy girl, but I just don't do peppers, baby.
Yeah,
but I'm
spicy.
Now, do you consider Leisure peppers as being spicy or sweet to you?
No, ma'am. I got you. Leisures are sweet peppers.
Okay.
And matter of fact,
I'm growing those for the first time. I've never had them.
They are super sweet, baby. They thick, they sweet. They are like a Southern girl. Hey, look at you.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, that's for leisure. Sweet, juicy, thick. Yeah. You got
it's all in the way. It's all in the way you say it, Miss Linda. It's all in the way you say it.
I understand. I understand.
Do you dehydrate? Do you dehydrate yours, or do you eat them fresh?
Oh no, ma'am. I'm eating that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, ma'am. I'm not dehydrating her at all. No, ma'am. And matter of fact, I'm not going to even cook her. I'm going to eat her raw.
Okay.
Yo. Stop it.
Get your mind out of
Jason's a saying with class.
It's your mind, baby. It's your mind. And that's okay. That's okay. Keep your mind, because as long as you keep thinking, you all right. You're all right.
keep that mind wondering. That's right.
Yeah. But I love growing something new every year. I always try to get 3 or 4 things very new to grow. And I love it. Yeah.
So what are you gonna grow?
Country hustle. It kind of seems like that.
What'd he say?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Oh man, what'd he say?
Oh, damn it, after dark.
What'd he say?
Damn it, after dark.
This is just the OG. This is just the OG chat, country hustle. And on this chat, we say and do what pretty much old folks do, so we don't even worry about whatever.
So they have this squash called trombocini, something like that. I don't.
Trombocini, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm growing that. And matter of fact, it's growing right now, baby. It's growing right now. So that's one of the new vegetables I'm going to grow. I'm going to grow this vegetable. And this is dent corn. And dent corn is for cornmeal. It's not sweet corn. This is to make cornmeal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing with this one.
All right.
That's just 2 of the things. Now,
so you have a grinder?
Pardon me?
Do you have a grinder?
You don't need a grinder, baby.
To make the cornmeal? Oh, you just mash it?
No, ma'am. What you need is a ninja.
Oh. Oh, okay.
That's it.
Throw it in there.
You're right.
You need a
Put it in
ninja.
there and whip it up, huh?
Yes. Put it in a ninja, and listen, that ninja gonna turn it into cornmeal. Whatever way you want it, coarse, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't worry, baby. Hang in there with me. I'm gonna share it with you.
Yeah,
Ninja's a good one to do all that with. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we do our moringa with is
I used to see my great grandmama using pumic stones to make hers with pumic stones.
What do you say about your moringa?
I said that's what we use to get our powder moringa. Is use the ninja to put the dry moringa leaves in.
Yeah,
that's what we do. We did a video on that once before.
Yeah, I've been growing moringa so long.
I don't let it garden.
Anyways, but now I don't dehydrate it anymore. I just put it on a paper and let it dry natural. I just let it dry natural. Sometimes when I want to make flakes, sometimes I'll dehydrate it, but yeah. I like it more just to air dry other than to dehydrate it. Yeah.
See, I went back to old school on the dehydrating. I have brown paper bags and I put my sage in it and my rosemary and whatever and let it dry naturally the old school way. And my grandmother, when I was little, she used to take a needle and white cotton thread and she would put it through the top half of her cayenne peppers and just sew through them and string them up and let them just, hang and naturally dry. And when she wanted some, she would just take one and just crumble it up into her sauce or whatever, so
Yeah,
That's
well, we just used to
hydrate.
take the whole limbs off and just hang it up and just pull it off like that. But as far as the moringa, you know, moringa is just so easy to do either way. You know, it's really easy to do, and it's just so beneficial for you.
Yes.
You know, it's just good for you.
Yeah, we try to grow it every year.
My tree is growing back. Of course, she grow back every year. I cut her down every year, and she's coming back every year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When will she develop those hanging pods? What time of the year? What time of the year will she start sending out her flower pods?
Somewhere in the summer.
Okay.
In the summer, around the beginning of summer, she'll begin to develop her flowers, and from the flowers you get the pods. Yeah. But I also like to eat the flowers too.
That's a good thing. You can eat that whole tree and be satisfied.
The whole tree, man, you can eat it. Yeah.
Well, normally I pinch a couple leaves every morning and chew them up, going about my business.
Yeah.
And then we do lay them out like you was talking about, or hang it. And
Yeah, either one. Now, another thing is that if you put herbs in a brown paper bag, which I've used many times, you must be careful when you clean your herbs, when you wash your herbs, you must make sure that they don't have water on these herbs before you put them in the bag. Because if you put them in a bag and they're wet, they will mold on you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you got to make sure they're dry. You know, they don't have any water on them. They will mold on you.
You know, a lot of us are at the age, I'd have to exclude Odom because
exclude me.
He said he wasn't old enough, but anyway, most of are old enough, whereas we grew up around people that garden. We grew up with people that garden.
Right.
And you didn't just sit on the porch when granddaddy or grandma was out there. You was doing something. If it wasn't anything but pulling a bucket of water or something.
Man, I couldn't sit on the porch.
You know,
I had work. I had to work.
That's right.
Yeah, I had to work. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. And
grandma had me digging holes.
And like I say, I thank God. I thank God that she made me work. Yes. I thank God she did. And let me say this here, you know, there was a lot of things. There was a lot of things that I did not have when I was growing up. I didn't miss it. But one thing I can tell you, with everything of me, I have never experienced a hungry day in my life. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Never. Anytime I wanted something to eat, baby, I just went out to my garden and I ate.
No.
And not only that, you ate what they cooked. You didn't eat what you wanted. You ate what they cooked.
Well, the thing about it is, if I didn't want what she cooked, I went and sat in the garden and ate.
There you go. There you go.
But yeah, whatever my grandmama and my mother cooked, oh yeah, I ate.
That was dinner. That was dinner.
Yeah, well, this generation is different. They think that everybody's supposed to be a short order cook. And I was like,
it all depends on the mamas and the grandmamas taking the bull crap from the children. So don't put it on the children.
I understand that, because when we was growing up, whatever they set in front of you, that's what you ate. But we enjoyed what they ate, and I love my mom's cooking.
And the daddies for that.
But these kids nowadays, their parents don't cook. They know how to microwave. They know how to DoorDash. They know how to do drive-through. If you try to get these kids a whole a really good meal, they don't know what that is. They'll look at you like, what is this? You know, no crab eggs. You know, you tried to tell them a story about you had a fried bologna sandwich, or just a big juicy slice of tomato and made a tomato sandwich, or a cabbage sandwich. They look at you like, wow, and they don't understand it. And right now,
why should they understand, Shirley, when the mamas and the daddies and the grandmas don't tell them no different? Don't blame the children, baby.
You have to realize a lot of the grandmamas, in between the age of
35 and
40.
40. So don't blame the children.
And they didn't learn how to cook.
A lot of children don't even know where the food comes from.
Yeah,
They don't know where
Listen
it
to me. I have had my grandchildren. I've had Gator friends come to my garden. This child picked a pea. She said she thought peas came out the can.
Yes, yes.
That's true.
Yeah, well, we had the little boy down the street.
Listen to me. Listen. We cannot expect a child to come here knowing everything. The mamas and the daddies, they want to blame the schools. Let me tell you something. It is not the school responsibility to teach your children.
Nope.
I done said it. I'm standing on that.
That's true.
10 toes down.
That's what I'm saying. So if the child don't know, go look at the mom and the daddy.
Nobody taught them.
Because they eating the food out of the can.
Said nobody told me that the road would be easy.
And I
Think about it.
believe he brought me this far to leave me. Don't stop me.
I just had to throw that. I had to throw that one in there. I just had to, because nobody told me that the road would be easy.
Nope.
And right now it's getting a little harder.
You better be ready. You better be ready. And Miss Linda, I was looking at one of her earlier videos, and she was hanging her onions. She braided them, hung them outside to cure out. That was one of the first videos I think that I saw of Miss Tiff. And after I saw that particular video, I was hooked on Miss Tiff because, it was something that she did that I had saw one of my grandparents do back years ago. And it just brought back memories.
Braid them up.
Yeah, it just brought back memories. And, this thing about this is a wonderful community that we got here. Wonderful. Yes. And what I really love about it, we all try to help each other.
You as well, Cato Family Farm.
Not try, we help each other.
Right.
We definitely help each other.
I need it. I need this community.
We all need the community.
Yeah.
It's what surprises me is that we have been out here for the longest. Not everybody here that's in this chat has only been gardening for the last 2 or 3 years. Some of us been out here gardening all our lives. Some of us, half our lives. And to find one another since the pandemic has brought a whole group of people together, as they say, like-minded ones. Right. Who've been looking for a community like this for the longest and never knew it was out there. And it went from kindergarten to a master degree in less than the last 2 or 3 years. And it's just amazing that we have so many different people from so many different walks of life, different ages, different races and culture. And we're all learning from one another. We're all learning new things. We're learning learning more about the nature of the soil itself. We're learning about more organic fertilizers. We're learning more about how people have developed gardens because of hard times or lost loved ones, or economics is on all different levels. It hasn't been a level yet that we haven't tapped on in regards to why people finally got into gardening. And to hear all these new channels that are developing.
You're so right, Jihad.
You're hearing other people's way of how they got into it, and they actually show you how they're building all these new beds and putting up the cattle panels so that they can grow cucumbers or whatever kind of veggie, squash or whatever on these vines so that they can hang. And they're learning and buying greenhouses left and right so that they can protect their fruits and stuff frost covers, all this new stuff that we never really did coming up for the regions that didn't have to. You know, like I'm in a colder region. So quite naturally, I'm going to deal with things that T-Nog doesn't have to deal with. Like
thank you, Jesus.
You know, family.
You know, so it just amazes me how that this community is constantly growing, and you learn something new every day. And my mom said, if you don't learn something new, one thing new every day, is because you're not paying attention. So I love that. And like I said, we're from all different walks of life. We got all different skill sets. Some of us are still working. Some of us are self-employed. Some of us are retired. Some just, you know, are out there, you know, but they are sharing their experiences with us in regards to how that they're going to survive and how 2025 is going to be better than 2024. So it's just nice to hear the constant improvements and how we are developing into something that is just bigger than we ever thought it would be. I mean, every time you turn around, there's new folks joining our chats, new folks in the same state that you might live in. Some people in the same city you live in. I found about 3 new people who's been coming to my lives that right here in the city, that eventually we might do a meetup where we can all get together and check each other out and have good times together and share the love of gardening. So it just amazes me that we've always been out here, but it took the pandemic to draw us together. And I just love it. That's all I got.
Well, I mean, the pandemic did bring a lot of people together, but many of us was here long before the pandemic.
I said that. I said some of us.
I mean, I'm just wait. Hold on. Just right. Wait, baby. But I'm just saying, you know, that, you know, a lot of us was already here, but every day, not just since the pandemic, every day I get new people here on my channel. That's why I had never met Tiffany before. A matter of fact, I'd never seen her before. So I definitely wanted to meet you and know who you are. But it is because, even like the young lady came on my live tonight with the
wrong name. With the wrong name.
Yeah. I've never seen her before, and I will never see her again in my life. But, you know, it happens all the time. You always get new people coming in. Either you have new people coming in just as a supporter and they have not put any content up yet, or they're trying to build up their nerve to put up content by visiting many of us here in the gardening community.
Right, because there's been a lot of people that they watch YouTube, they comment, they come in chat, but they never had a garden.
Exactly.
And there's one in here right now that I'm gonna tell you, G Mama Grows. That was everybody. That's the moderator that everybody loved to have. Right. But she didn't do any gardening or anything. But look at her now.
Yeah. And that's how they come in sometimes. You know, they just come in as a supporter. You know.
Well, Miss Linda, tell us about your channel. Now, since you want to know about Terry, tell us a little bit about yourself now.
Well, I'm Linda. I'm T-Nog, 5'11". Well, I'm not going to even say that, J3.
Okay.
But, of course, I do gardening. I am a gospel singer here in New Orleans.
Nice.
I have represented New Orleans in Europe at least 7 times, going all over southern Italy, singing gospel, praising God and lifting up his name. I come from a very praying, singing family. Mother is one of 16, father of one of 16, and both of them, many of them, sing gospel, right? And I love the Lord. But anyway, I love God. And I am that one. You're right. That I will bless you. For no reason, I'll bless you. Amen. Whether it's in the garden or not.
Amen.
Amen. But I love gardening. Gardening has been a part of my life all my life. I have told people many times when I woke up to life, I was in a garden. I have stole many tomatoes out of a garden. My favorite tomato is a Creole tomato, and I got 2 of them growing out there right now, 2 plants growing. And I love gardening, and I am retired. I'm 68 years old, very happy and blessed. 2 children, 3 grandchildren, and I'm loving life. I love where God have me in my life. I want to be a blessing to everyone that I can reach. I want to be a blessing. Mm-hmm. What do you say, Miss Tiffany?
No, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Learn, live, love, and forgive.
Yeah.
Yes.
God is amazing.
Amen.
Amen.
Well, on that note, you all, we're going to call it a night. And I do want to say just one thing. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I am very, very happy that my special guest and my mystery guest showed up, Miss Tiffany and Miss Linda.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate
you guys so much. Really appreciate you guys. And Texas Lala, glad to see you coming in, and we're just getting ready to leave. But I love all of you.
See you later, Odom. Thank you, man, for being here with me.
See you later.
Good night, Odom.
Good night, y'all.
J3.
And there ain't a thing y'all can do about it. Good night.
Good night.
But love them back.
Good night.